Namaste beautiful yogis, welcome to Ali Kamenova Yoga. I'm Ali and today we're doing a skincare video. Where to begin? I want to make this as short as possible, but wish me luck because I usually tend to get carried away with stuff. I always divide my skincare in categories where there is a skin active. I try to always include a skin active like a serum. And something very moisturizing, maybe at night, some exfoliation. I have been very strict about my face exercises, I don't miss a day, and it does make a difference for me personally. You know, everybody knows their face and their skin. Now, before we begin, I do want to make this disclaimer. Now, first of all, this is going to be a little bit different. Like, I'm not super Miss Natural in this one, and I'll tell you why. But I want to make a disclaimer. I do follow certain people on Instagram, this amazing doula, and other people, and I personally was of that approach as well, where you really don't need skincare. We don't need to remove our own oil with face wash and then put some other oil. I agree. We don't really need a lot, but at the same time, it depends on our climate, sun exposure, etc. Maybe, you know, we can change things up, and that's where I'm at. I have added a lot of skincare. Also, I kind of enjoy it. I like skincare. I would have enjoyed it as a career as well, even as an esthetician, electric esthetician with microcurrent devices, etc. I would have enjoyed that. I have just a natural interest in it, so maybe that's why I like skincare. Also, skincare, although maybe our ancestors that were farmers didn't use skincare because they couldn't. It's not a new concept. We have, you know, the Cleopatra books and all of that, which I had when I was little. Not Cleopatra books from her, but Cleopatra recipes and stuff like this. So it's not a brand new concept, skincare. But I do agree that if you do nothing, you may potentially have better skin. Because even my partner, he doesn't wash his face. Ocean water maybe, and whatever, like splashes from the shower, but he doesn't do any face wash. He doesn't do any cream. He doesn't do any sunblock, and he has 0 wrinkles. And he's a decade older than me, so you know, there's something to be said about that. He also has very oily skin, and I have heard estheticians say that everybody has natural skin, and it's how you treat it that makes it oily or dry. With him, that's not the case. He has oily skin no matter what, all through his body, and that contributes to really great skin. It's kind of olive, and he has no wrinkles. To where, with all my skincare and masks and stuff, I do have wrinkles. So maybe take his advice over mine. But anyways, that's besides the video today, because today is not his video advice. This is actually, also let me say, this is not advice. This is kind of, I'm being funny today. I'm shooting during the full moon, which is a very triggering full moon. People are a little bit on edge, so I hope everything goes fine with this. I always use a serum. I'm jumping right into the serious part of the video. I always use a serum. I have really loved vitamin C serums for I don't know, maybe 8 years, 7 years. I don't remember when I started them. That's besides the point, years. This is a finished one, Derma vitamin C concentrated serum. I don't know if you can see it. I'll list everything below. I think all vitamin C serums, if they're decent quality, are fine. Also, you can make your own. Right now, I'm not, because we're constantly on the move or something, so I figured I'll make it easy on me. And that's a company that I order online, and I've ordered a lot of their serums. This one is vitamin C, has retinol, hyaluronic acid, MSM. I think they work okay in combination with other things. By themselves, you shouldn't expect, you know, just a massive shift in your skin. This is the one that I have. Those 2 bottles are pretty much empty. So the one that I'm using currently is vitamin C and ferulate. It's not an expensive one. Again, it works okay for the daytime. It's almost like an added sun protection because it's an antioxidant. And certain oils have some protective properties as well, like raspberry oil, Other ones have a little less protection, like coconut, argan, etc., macadamia, etc. So I'll list things that I'm using below. This is a vitamin E oil that I've been using. I would like the first oil to be something a little more fancy. It is sunflower oil, the first oil, but it smells like almond and apricot oil. It's very effective despite the sunflower oil being the first one. The third ingredient is vitamin E, tocopherols. It's very effective in softening the skin and just dramatically changing the skin within the same application. So when you put it on, it just really softens the skin. I have been also using, this is sometimes I don't and now I do, eye cream. Some estheticians are really big on it, some are not. Right now I'm using something pretty, a little more aggressive on my face. So around my eyes I have chosen, this is almost done, it is a Manuka Eye Cream. And this, I probably will speak a little more about this in a little bit, but this is my Show Renew Remarkable Retinol Eye Cream. I cannot quite tell you if it's extremely important and super effective, but I do think something that you can put over your eyelids and stuff over long term. It's probably a good idea, especially if you wash your face or if you wear makeup. Now, I don't wear face cover. I don't even wear tinted moisturizers. Sometimes I buy them, but for if I'm gonna be in the sun a lot. But in general, I only wear eye pencil and a mascara that I need to actively take off of my face, and a lip gloss that usually it's easily taken with water. So that's the only thing I take off with oil, and after that I exfoliate with Fruit Enzyme Cleanser by My Shell, and that is about what I use for cleansing. Oil, I have a really cool oil for cleansing at the moment, and then this. And that effectively takes my makeup off without a lot of rubbing and so forth. Now, a few months ago I noticed that my skin has taken a turn for the worst. It has gotten kind of congested or heavy looking with open pores and lacking elasticity. I at first couldn't figure out if it's my age or just it's hard sometimes to track everything, especially when you're busy. But after I noticed it, it of course bothered me because the skin is a reflection of your overall state. And of course I accept that I'm aging and my skin for sure will age. But at the same time, if it's dramatic and if it's a very fast shift and change, obviously that tells you something. I realized after a while of kind of like, it was on my mind, and one time I think I was kind of falling asleep and it came, I fully realized it, and the next morning I woke up and googled it, and it was, I realized it's my water. I have well water, very hard water, and we have a softening system, but it had gone out. I think even with the softening system, probably the water is not that great for my skin and hair, and anybody else's in the household, but without the softening system is even worse. So I googled it and immediately said it can cause congestion or breakouts, or in my case just kind of suffering skin. It can age your skin over time if you consistently use hard water over time, because it creates a buildup, and also that buildup reacts with the sun. It's a buildup of minerals and possibly metals and all of that, whatever is in the water, in hard water. And that also makes you more reactive to the sun, of course, because it's a buildup on your skin. Anyway, so I immediately ordered shower filters. I ordered, I put a shower filter on my in my shower, and I started just washing my face with reverse osmosis water, so filtered water with a little jar. I don't use a lot because it's very difficult with a little jar, but I immediately shifted it and my skin immediately changed. I mean, we're talking very fast. But I also bit the bullet, so to speak, and I decided to order something that I thought I will never order. It's very controversial, so prepare for extremely controversial content here. Not surgery controversial, but you know, not natural. I decided, and I'll tell you why, I have very good reasoning, to order Retin A, tretinoin, which is the prescription form. My skin was bad enough to where, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. When I met Johnny, that is over a decade ago, his father had beautiful, gorgeous, luscious, youthful skin in his 70s, and he told me use. I was asking for skin advice, and he was a doctor, not a skin doctor, but he had a very particular advice for skin. He said use Retin A and use glycolic acid. Glycolic acid always to clean your face at night before bed, and in the morning too, you can, and Retin A. He gave me a bag full of Retin A, which I never used. I tried and my face peeled, and it was also, it's a synthetic form of vitamin A. I thought it's not for me, you know, I'll take the skin I have. But since the hard water, probably age as well, I just didn't like my skin. It wasn't its typical skin. So I decided, I went online. He was on my mind. He has since passed, but he always comes to us in different ways with different messages. And when my skin was looking not as it's typical, in its typical usual way, he was on my mind. I was like, why didn't I listen to his advice? I mean, he had the best skin ever, and he was one of those old school doctors that always is very helpful outside of his job. And you can ask him doctor advice, and he has all this stuff to say and all this advice and just kind of natural approach as well. And I realized, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Maybe for a short period of time. It doesn't have to be, you know, a commitment for life or anything, but I'll just do it for now, and without thinking how long I'm gonna do it for. Anyways, I ordered Retin A. I googled it, and this company came up, and I researched the other ingredients they mix the formula in. They have different formulas for dermatitis, for psoriasis, other skin conditions. This one was for, you know, aging and all of that. It can be for spots, pigmentation, etc. I just was most interested in, I think, just the general collagen and aging of the skin. So I ordered. I did research all the natural alternatives, and some of them seem promising, but I think when the skin is stabilized, you could probably try this and then other things and just kind of find your formula. And I'll tell you the ones that I think might be comparable to prescription. Now, the way they did it is they send me 0.01 the first month, then 0.025. Those are very weak prescriptions. And in the course of 2 months, my skin absolutely shifted beyond anything. It just went from a stage where it's absolutely unsatisfying to I'm on month 3, finishing month 3 probably. And month 3 is full strength 0.05, which is what he had given me. He had given me bags and bags, which I never used. And my skin is in a place where I actually use less and less of all the other skincare. I do a little bit of vitamin C serum in the morning, and sometimes if I'm gonna be in the sun, I do use sunblock again. I understand and I agree with the people that think sunblock is unnecessary. I do agree. I have hats. But Texas, to me, it's a completely different sun. It's just the sun here is absolutely brutal. So I use this at night with, this is the one that I think is really good if you want to go natural route with vitamin A, Retinol. I'll write everything down. There's a few companies that use this. It's a trademark form of Retin A, which is one conversion away in your skin to Retin A, because retinol is a few conversions away, so your skin has to do the work. Retinol is the closest to Retin A in a natural form, so I use that around my eyes. My Shell is one of them. It's not too many companies, few companies use this particular thing, and my Shell has it for face and for eyes. It's great. But I can't tell you that it's as effective as this. For me, desperate times, as I said, he was on my mind. I changed my mind. I was of the opinion that I will never use it, and I changed my mind literally in one evening. or it was a morning, I woke up and I'm like, this is it, I'm done with the skin. I'm doing something that is, you know, coming to me to do. And at night, this is something super cool. Johnny's cousin, she has an herbal company. She grows her own herbs. You can actually order seeds from her for donation. She does seasonal seeds. They're all heirloom. She's you know, a one-person female company, so it's one of those small company supporting. She has a company called Honey Paw Love. She grows the herbs and makes the formulas. She has angelic communication, which happened for her after just a really turbulent time, or I should say challenging time in her life, personal stuff. But this particular thing, she sent it to me and I started using it as a night cream. Instead of a night cream, it's just an oil. It's a 24 karat rose oil, which is rose petals, rose hips, Moroccan rosebuds, 24 karat gold, and in olive oil. It's absolutely spectacular for my skin and neck. I also use it on scratches, ferlotti, on scrapes, etc. She explained to me that it's internal and external use, and it's for trauma, emotional, spiritual, or other trauma that can be stuck on the body. So it's kind of like a spiritual healing, but it has very good topic application. I love it. I had a very fancy night cream and I replaced it for this, and I just use about 3 drops. It spreads throughout my entire face and neck, maybe a few extra drops on my neck. It's been so dramatic how it changes my face, because I was already using this and I was using some a quite fancy face cream or night cream, and when she sent this, I started using this at night and I just can't even go back to a night cream. It's that good. It's absolutely spectacular. She does the formulas according to the moon phases. She grows the herbs according to the moon phases. Everything is really awesome how she does it. It's called Honey Paw Love because she harvests carob pods from a tree where a mama bear comes in to feed on the nectar. Anyways, cool story, but I'll list her account below. And for this, I am not sponsored by them, which I would like to be, because it's that effective of a product. But they do have, if you share your own, they give you share with friends code. So I will post my code, and I think you get the first month free, and I get some points towards my next order, something like that. But if you use my code, it kind of, you know, it kind of gives you some and it gives me some, so it's kind of cool if you decide to use my code, and I'll give you the code below. Now for devices, I think I kind of told you. For sunscreen, I already said probably it's best to do a hat, whatever, you know, you get the point. It's best to do least amount of stuff on the skin that is questionable. But I have been really enjoying, if I know I'm gonna be a really long time in the sun, I have a few hats and I have scarves because the sun here in combination with my hard water has not done me well at all. And it took me a while to realize it. At first I was kind of whatever. Anyways, this has been, again, not the most natural. I have really natural sunblocks, and you can also do raspberry oil if you're really into completely natural stuff. But this one, as far as how it feels and how it performs, has been absolutely a joy to use. Coolam 30, it does have silicone in it, which I almost never use. I got it because I wanted to have a good lightweight sunblock that you don't see. It's not white. It's a mineral sunblock. It says farm to face, plant protection. Oh, it has featuring a bouquet of iris, white lily, and honeysuckle plant stem cells. It spreads like silk, and I think that's the silicones, but it feels so good that I bought it this time, and I probably repurchase it again at some point, because it's just a pleasant thing to use and natural enough for my needs. I haven't noticed any ill effects of it. It's a non-nano zinc and titanium dioxide, so it's a broad spectrum, water resistant, etc. It's good enough for those of you that like sunblock. For those of you that don't, even better, especially if you live in a climate where the sun is not extremely harmful. Here I feel there is other places I've been as south as Texas, but the sun is not as brutal here. Maybe it is the angle of the sun, maybe it's magnetic storms, I don't know what it is. If you do, let me know. But the sun is different, it's brutal, it's absolutely brutal. I don't know if it's similar in Morocco and those kind of deserty areas, but here it is no joke, it's to be taken seriously. Now for device and makeup, I'll do a quick segment. Oh, no, I'm not done. Now with Retin A, I promised to talk about it. There is one company, I'll list it below, I think it's Truth something, I forget at the moment. It's very high concentration of retinol, and people say, I haven't tried it, but people say it's the same effect as Retin A except for natural, without the peeling. Now I told you the way they send you the formula, they mix it with niacinamide and other ingredients. I requested a niacinamide, which is B vitamin, so you get it. I use vitamin C, vitamin B in the niacinamides in this one too, and vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin A, so just the vitamins. This one is with bakuchi oil and plant-based retinol alternative. I would say it's okay in combination with this. This is Andalou Naturals. I use it, I've almost finished it. I use it at night with this, and then with the oil, and that's kind of my night formula with this, the eye cream. The eye cream, I like the eye cream so much. I haven't tried the night cream, but I think I would order it, and again I'll use it in combination with the Retin A. That is a very beautiful yellow color inside because it's vitamin A. It's a natural form, as I mentioned. It's with cloudberry, which was one of the active ingredients in Lumin that I used to love for years, but they discontinued the products and I haven't used them in a long time. When I used Lumin products, I noticed my skin was good. This one has cloudberry seed oil, and it's retinol. There is retinol, and there is other forms of Retin A, a few other forms, but this one is in the natural world, it's considered the most effective. It is this bright, gorgeous yellow color, the cream. So I do think that it might be, if you're not in dire need for like a massive skin renovation, it might be just enough. That I'll list it below. Now this is the device that I've been using for it has to be 4 months at least. It's been this is a non-invasive laser device, and it's FDA cleared for around the eyes. The company sent it to me, but I watched a lot of reviews before I decided to try it, because some of those devices actually can be damaging to the skin. Some of those laser devices, they kind of can renew it at first, and then long term they may have damaging effects. This one is a non-fractal laser, so people that are anti-laser are into this one. Nira laser. I do have an affiliate code with it, and I'll link it below. What I do with it is apparently lasers, as you know, I'm not a laser specialist, but they work as a vector. You kind of train your skin in which direction you want to form collagen. So for example, you grab that line here and you lift it like that, and then you fire it up. You only use it for about 2 minutes a day, so it's quite it's not a massive commitment. With my electric microcurrent device, it's a commitment, and I've actually stopped recently using it, although I really love electric microcurrent. Since I started this, I feel that this and yoga exercises for the face is enough, and minimal amount of time invested. This is as simple as it comes. So part of me is liking it. My skin never peeled, not at all. the way it was slowly built up in the course of 3 months or 2 months to build to that strength, I just noticed that my skin is different without ever it peeling. What Retin A does, it does renew the skin from the deeper. It works on the deeper layers, and it just makes the skin renew itself over the course of time and years to produce elastin and collagen and all of that. As I said, Johnny's that had absolutely gorgeous skin. Apparently he always has had gorgeous skin, always, so maybe Johnny has that same gene. But Johnny's dad was really taking care of his skin, to where Johnny believes in just baking in the sun and not doing anything to it except for ocean water. if he could do just this, you could not convince him to ever wear sunblock and sun protection, etc. But you know, maybe it's a gene as well. Maybe it's how much they love olive oil as well. Could be that I have a kind of a theory about olive oil being amazing for the skin. But anyways, maybe I need to just delete this video and have him talk about his skincare, which is like do nothing, absolutely nothing, don't even wash it. And back to the Neural Laser, I'll post my link below. It's I think they do have sales around Easter. It's cleared for around the eyes. It apparently does an amazing job on hooded eyes, which I don't think I have, so I don't even focus there. I have other issues. But I do 3 pulses here. Let me show you. Just turn it on. I use it on level 2 typically, and I don't use it every day. You're supposed to use it every day, but my life has become so busy so that's level 2 out of 5 levels, and I will just place it. Some of my skin is clear right now, I don't have much on it, and you place it, and that's a pulse. I do it around my lips because I just kind of grab the lip and lift it a little, because that's how it trains you to form collagen. I do it around the marionette lines, and I do it here, and I do it briefly around the eyes, just briefly. It's mostly geared towards the eyes, but I see a lot of reviewers and beauty gurus and such use it in other areas with great results. People have good before and afters with this, and quite a promising simple device for as far as at-home devices go. And I've noticed specifically using it around here and around the lips. Actually, I haven't used it in the last week, but when I use it around the lips, I do see that it's almost like a maintenance and upkeeping the collagen in the lips, or the lip line. Anyway, so that's the device I'm using mostly. I love microcurrent. I do love microcurrent. I think the body is electromagnetic, and microcurrent works on the cellular level, but that's a topic of a different video. I haven't used it not because I don't like it, but because the Retin A has worked perfectly for now with the face exercises, and I've had so much busyness since the planets turned direct that I just had to simplify my routine. I haven't even done face masks, which prior to starting the Retin A, I was doing a mask every day because my skin just was suffering and needing it, and now it seems like I'm okay with less. Now someone asked me for eye bags. I think eye bags, I've had eye bags when I had mold exposure. It is kidneys, and if they're really depending on how they're positioned, it could be liver, but it is internal organs, so sodium intake can be low or high protein, can be a problem with the eye bags. Acidic diet, or too acidic I should say, can be a problem. So generally addressing it from inside, it's going to be the best approach. I had eye bags for a while after my mold exposure because probably it was my organs were clearing the toxicity, and then it kind of fixed itself completely and 100%. I'll be done. Just 1 minute, mommy, okay? I'm coming. All right, 1 minute. All right, quickly, I'll tell you.
put a dress and shirt on.
Okay.
Before I can come in and show myself.
All right.
I didn't know you was there, so I was going to sit with you.
Okay.
So
Okay. Go get all done up. And it's funny because my daughter is that generation where cameras are just natural and normal. She doesn't see me often on camera because when I shoot, she's usually at Nana's. But to her, it is normal. She gets it. It's quite crazy. Anyways, for makeup, I've been very basic, but I love what I have right now. It's Bite Beauty mascara. Pretty easy to take off, so that's important with mascaras. Doesn't flake off, performs really well, it stays really well, it doesn't clump. I've loved it a lot. I've gotten a few. I have Kat Von D, a few other mascaras. This one I have to say is my favorite of the recent ones I've tried. Crop Beauty, just a pencil and I just kind of drag it up. It's been fine, just a basic black pencil. I sometimes try gray pencils, brown pencils, doesn't work really well for my skin tone. I have this really old palette, so I figured I pulled it back out from, I had forgotten it somewhere in my cabinets. I found it and I just with my finger take the golden color and I just put it on top of my eye, and you can see, if you see some glitter on me, it's just that on top. I figured I'll use it because I have it. It's Pacifica Beauty Minerals. I feel that it's okay for the eyes. It's a bit of a maybe some protection, the mineral over there. And this has been amazing. Wildcat CBD lip balm, Kupuaku mango butter. And it's a lip balm with 50 milligrams of CBD. And here is Lottie. You want to say hello, fam?
Hi.
Hi, family. And hi yoga family. I'm talking to my yoga people, beautiful yogis. I call them beautiful yogis because they're all so beautiful.
When I do my yoga on the show.
Yeah, when you do yoga on YouTube.
She says hi yogis.
Hi yogis, yes. To you. Exactly. That's what I do with my yoga family. I go, hello, beautiful yogis.
Mom, when you're done with this, can you roast the marshmallows?
I can.
You know what that is? It's like for a campfire.
Campfire. Okay, we'll do that.
If you roast it, you could stretch it.
Oh, we got some marshmallows. Some vegan marshmallows from the store. So we're gonna...
big.
And they're the big ones.
Not
so
the
we're gonna...
small ones.
No, the big ones. And I think I'm done. I've done everything I wanted to say. You're gonna do a little monkeying around, and we're gonna say thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.